Hi guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see, I've got a parcel on the desk and the postman's bin. Also from the title and thumbnail, you can tell this is a CB radio related video. For me, this was my first introduction into CB radio. Must have been about 13 at the time. We were out shopping with my parents on a Saturday in Ealing in West London. And my stepdad had popped into Cash Converters and we all had a look round, and in this glass cabinet was this radio, and I asked him what it was. He explained everything and I was hooked. I wanted it and I nagged them. They got it for me, but I did have to pay them back because I was doing a paper round at the time, so I paid them back. I can't remember how much it cost back then. CB radio for me, I think probably about a year later, maybe about Christmas time it was, I got my home base set up and a mobile set up. I used to try and talk to the locals, but they were a lot older than me, mainly 20, 30, 40 years old. Some of the conversations they were having, I couldn't really relate to, or couldn't have any input into it. So I felt always a bit left out. There was no one my age on CB radio in my area. I had a friend at school that took a bit of an interest, and when I had my home base set up, he took this particular radio or model of radio home, and he'd go to like local hill, and I think we made a brief contact, but it didn't work great. He lived in a bit of a valley. He didn't really want to buy any CB equipment. He had an interest, but not that interested. So CB lasted probably up to about when I was about 15. I then moved on to PMR 446. I also bought a scanner. Where my school was at the time, Martin Lynch and Sons used to have a shop in Northfields in West London, and was probably about 20, maybe about 15-minute walk from my school. And after school, I used to go there, go in the shop, have a look round at all the radios from back in the days, and pester the staff, ask them questions. They're all busy on the phone all the time. And I finally, when I was about 18, 19, got my first license, my ham radio license. So I never followed CB on any further, to be honest. I might have probably had the odd CB over the years, but one's never stayed in the shack. So for me, this is a bit of nostalgia, and we'll have a look inside the box. I'll stop waffling now about my history. But I'm quite looking forward to, I'll say an old friend. Obviously it's not the original one that I had, but was the same model. I really can't remember what happened to the original one I had. I might have taken it apart and what have you. Right, so I think that's it. Let's put that there. Nothing else in there. All just packaging. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing an old friend as such. Right, there we go. So it's a Realistic TRC-1001, and my first ever radio, my first ever CB radio that I used. The one that I bought back in the days had a case. It also had a extension microphone. I don't know if it was a speaker microphone, I can't remember. But it used to put a battery in the back, a 9-volt battery, and it had a red light on the front. So some sort of amplified microphone. And also the one that I had, this was missing. Someone obviously broke the aerial and they put a wood screw in top so you could pull it out. So it's nice to see that this one's fully intact. Already noticing the squelch is slightly, might need adjusting. The looks a little bit off, but otherwise it's not in bad condition. Yeah, this is really taking me back. I don't remember any of the dust covers on mine, but yeah, that's battery compartment looks clean, no corrosion as such. I'll get some batteries out in a minute, see if it powers up. Some of the connectors, or that connector there, looks a little bit could do with a clean. I'll give the radio a bit of a clean up as well. I tend to use this stuff here, anti-static foam cleaner. There are other brands, but to be honest, I find them a bit watery, and this one seems to be the best one. It's a bit more expensive, but it's a better, and you can just spray it on and it will foam up. Let it foam for a bit, and then you can give it a good scrub with like a detailing brush. And I use that stuff for most of my hand gear. So let's stick some batteries in it. Forgotten, how many did it take? Oh, quite a few. But, I'm hoping I've got enough, to be honest. Just going to stick some rechargeables in there. Sticking it the right way around. I'm happy for this to sit on the shelf. But I would like to get it up and running if I can. That's a good sign. Yeah. So we've got sound, and we've got the LEDs working on the channel display. Oh, I remember that when it used to change channel and then dip off. It's yeah, the meter still works on there. That's quite good. So what I'll probably do with this is give it the good old clean before I do anything. I'll try and check it. Yeah, it does have a is that an antenna sort of connector behind there, like the old phonos. I'll have a look at that, and I'll check to make sure the frequency is right, do any adjustment, power output. I can't do much to the receiver because I don't really have equipment that I can do the receiver on, but we'll do what I can. And my intention is, now that it works, I know it works, I'm going to take it up to maybe a couple of local high spots and see if I can actually work anyone on this old TRC-1001 and put some life back into it again. So if you want to follow along, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and hopefully in the next couple of days, maybe next couple of weeks, I'll have some videos of me trying this old retro 2781 CB. Thanks for watching. 7-3.